Megan Olivi here with Tito Ortiz, who is facing Rashad Evans this Saturday at UFC 133. But you might have a new opponent, Bernard Hopkins. We saw you facing off over there. What's that about?
If it's MMA, I'm down for it. Boxing, I ain't down for that. I don't want to get punched in the face, man. At least as a boxer, you know, I like to keep my intelligence. I like to keep my speech okay. I'm not a boxer. I'll box for MMA, but it's the same factor. I ain't gonna be against a pro boxer.
Was it cool seeing?
Oh, give me MMA. It's a big difference.
Was it cool seeing him here though, and kind of unexpected?
No, I love Bernard, man. I've always been a huge fan of him. You know, him and winning many world titles as he has. It's cool to see the executioner, and I've been a big fan for many years.
Awesome. Well, there's a lot of people who are a fan of you, and when you first got offered the fight with Rashad, you said no. What were your thoughts, and why did you originally decline?
I want to take the summer off. You know, I want to enjoy the summer. Of course, I have my businesses at home. Punishment Training Center, Punishment Athletics, Punishment Nutrition. That's my business side. You know, that's what kind of helps feed my family and build my brand bigger. Of course, working with them as much as possible. Being with my family. Being with my girlfriend Jenna, my two boys Jesse and Journey, and my son Jacob. I wanted to enjoy the summer, go down the beach and enjoy myself. But Dana called and said, "We kind of need your help, man." They gave so much for me to be where I am today. I said, you know what, it took me about 8 hours to figure it out. I said, you know what, I woke up in the morning and go, what the hell was I thinking? I'm in shape, I have no injuries, let's go in and fight. Dana, let's do this.
Yeah, can you walk me through that process? Like, what exactly did you think about from the time you declined to the time you accepted, and who did you talk to? Was Jenna a big influence? Were your kids a big influence?
I think the biggest influence was myself. I felt healthy. I felt like I wanted to fight. You can only open up this opportunity so much, and the future of my family had a lot to do with it, of course. And Dana stepped up and he asked me if I would do it. I stepped up and said, yeah, let's do it. And it was just an opportunity of just showing that I'm a businessman for them. I'm here for them. I'm here for the business. Being a company man, I've been for so many years prior. I kind of got to build myself up to where I was before, and I understand that. I got to fulfill and build those little blocks over across that bridge that I broke up before, and I have the right people around me, positive mindset. I'm a different person now, a complete different person.
Do you feel like your relationship with Dana has improved since you said yes to taking this fight? 100%.
It's nice to see him in interviews saying who a real person I really am. It's nice to see that, and it's just one of those things that I like being in positive reinforcement around me, and having negativity around me kind of drags me down, and I don't like that. And I've changed myself, and everything's positive, and I keep it that way. And it's one of those things I look at it now that I'm thankful Dana gave me this opportunity.
Now, we just saw you at UFC 132. You're in great shape. You obviously defeated Ryan Bader. How's your body feeling? Did you take a few weeks off just to let it rest before you jumped into this camp?
I took 1 week off, and it was 1 week that I thought I was not fighting until October, November maybe. But I took that week off, and all of a sudden I get the call, and I was like, all right. I left from Vegas, went back home, and I started training. So I was able to put 2.5 weeks in for this camp. Quick turnaround, the quickest ever in history, I think. But I'm willing to fulfill and show people why I'm here.
Now, your last fight against Rashad was a draw, and everybody is excited for this rematch. But where do you think Rashad has most improved in his game?
I think his level change, his wrestling, he's improved a lot. And his striking, he's gotten a lot better. I don't know if he hits any harder, but his striking has got a lot better. His speed, but taking 14 months off and having a knee surgery, will that become a factor? Yes. Having a completely new training camp, has it become a factor? I believe yes. I watch his interviews, I watch what he says, and he's so damn negative, it's going to eat him alive. And on Saturday night, August 6th, I'm going to pound him alive.
How do you think you're going to get your hand raised?
My hand's going to be raised.
Any predictions, knockout, submission? I mean, you came out there and surprised everyone last fight, let's be honest.
All my fights, I don't predict anything. I'm going to go in, I'm going to give my best fight possible. Everybody watches on pay-per-view. I'm going to give your dollars worth and be a part of history, man, because this is my road of getting a world title on my waist again.
All right, can't wait for that rematch. Going to be a great main event. Thanks so much, Tito. Good luck.
Thank you.
Keep checking Heavy.com for more UFC 133 info.